With all the clinch and the grab. Oh, my goodness!
Kickboxers tend to be some of the most entertaining fighters to step into the octagon. Rising star Alex Pereira is no exception to that rule based on his career so far. This former GLORY dual belt champion has all eyes on him as he continues to stake his claim in the UFC. Join us as we take a look at the life and career of Alex Pereira. Pereira grew up in the slums of Brazil, where there's been a long history of poverty, income inequality, crime, and government neglect. He was only in middle school when Pereira was forced to drop out and start working in a tire shop. Soon after this time, Pereira would eventually develop a dependence on alcohol as a way to escape the harsh conditions around him, even at the age of 12. He wouldn't give in to his demons so easily, as his fighting spirit would show itself in 2009 when he began training in kickboxing as a way to combat his dependency on alcohol. Luckily, the training stuck, and he'd soon begin his career as a professional fighter. Right away in his kickboxing career, Pereira competed in the GLORY Middleweight Contender Tournament and secured a victory via knockout against Dustin Jacoby in the very first round. From here, Pereira made a huge name for himself in the world of kickboxing as the native Brazilian found himself becoming the GLORY Middleweight Champion and Light Heavyweight Champion in a short amount of time. In fact, in his tenure with GLORY, Pereira even defeated the current UFC Middleweight Champion, the Stylebender himself, Israel Adesanya. And Pereira would claim victory over Adesanya not once but twice, with one coming as a result of a left hook knockout. To this day, he's still the only fighter to ever have knocked down Israel Adesanya in the ring. After his dominant career with GLORY Kickboxing, Pereira made the transition from kickboxing to MMA in 2015. It was a rocky start, and with much to learn, Pereira was met with losses via submission and other contractual obligations with GLORY, which held Pereira back. Pereira was determined to succeed, and eventually found his stride, and the UFC was taking notice. Dana White would officially sign Pereira to the UFC on the 3rd of September in 2021. Pereira made his UFC debut at UFC 268 against Andreas Michailidis.
But it's a nasty welt on his left cheek.
And John, honestly, that's what I was speaking to with all the clinch and the grab. Oh, my goodness!
Alex Pereira! That's what I'm talking about.
How good is that?
Wow! That's what I'm telling you. It's a different kind of power.
In the second round, Pereira landed a huge flying knee that earned him a TKO victory and a Performance of the Night award. Pereira then faced off against Bruno Silva at UFC Fight Night and had a dominant performance that went the distance and earned himself a victory via unanimous decision.
Power right cross.
Yeah, he's starting to open up here.
Knee up top. Silva starting to feel it, put things together. Running out of time in round one. Oh, he's got a wobble now. Pereira has him against the fence. Now he's teeing off and now forced to defend the takedown again.
Oh, he's hurt.
He does so, and Silva is in a world of trouble. Elbow on the break, ripping the body in an uppercut.
Silva showing some toughness, but he's getting teed off.
Silva is covering up, and Pereira is foot on the gas pedal.
Oh, my
now
goodness.
Silva's punching back.
Up next for Pereira will be a fight against established UFC fighter Sean Strickland at UFC 276, Adesanya versus Cannonier. One can only imagine that Israel Adesanya has not forgotten his only professional KOs came at the hands of Pereira. And now that he's in the UFC, who knows what the future holds for these two fighters. In the meantime, we can look forward to Pereira continuing to make a name for himself in the UFC. How would you feel about a rematch between Pereira and Adesanya? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe and check back every week for more Ultimate MMA.